Hey everybody, this is Dr. Joy Lawson Davis. Hi, Dr. Davis.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Welcome to TEFOS, the Executive Function Summit. And I want to start off before we really introduce you. I want to ask, what are people going to learn about this year on TEFOS from you?
Well, I think that what they'll learn is that advocacy for gifted children and is critical to our field moving forward. They'll also learn that there are a number of students in the field who are not being adequately served, and we want to make sure that we have access and equity for all gifted learners. And that we're all, working together to build better relationships between schools and families on behalf of the gifted students we have.
And when people say to you, what's your job? How do you help students and families and teachers?
Well, Seth, my greatest work, I think, is through speaking with parents and families and educators in workshops, webinars. I do many of those online. I also, do many presentations, keynote presentations, and consultations with school districts face to face. I am very pleased and honored that people still call on me for my services, and that the work I've done over the years has been beneficial and continues to be beneficial, especially as we speak about, opening access to gifted learners, those who have been underrepresented, underserved, students of color, students from low income backgrounds, and opening those doors so that more students can have access to what we believe is a better curriculum, the curriculum that we have in gifted education and advanced learner programs.
And what's your background?
Okay, I started out actually in education as an art teacher. I spent the first 12 years of my career as an elementary art teacher, teaching students in grades K through 8. And I had the best time. I loved it. I loved all my students. And obviously, they loved me too. Because if I see them anywhere now, they're all over me. And sometimes I don't remember everybody's face. But it was one of my favorite things to do was to teach art and teach that creativity. And also in my art, I taught interdisciplinary curriculum, and therefore I saw giftedness in some of those students that perhaps their classroom teachers were not able to spot. And from there, I went into gifted education. I started taking coursework at the College of William and Mary, and then eventually entered into my master's degree program. And while I was on campus as a master's degree student, I was the coordinator of one of the first Javis grants for at-risk gifted students, and that was a very, very good experience for me. It sealed my belief that people with passion and understanding and a personal story even to share could make a difference in the field. And I'm very, very glad that I stayed in at William and Mary until I received my doctorate in educational policy and planning and leadership with an emphasis in gifted education. And from there, I am where I am today, and I'm excited. I'm very grateful, to reach out and to share with others the knowledge base. I've been writing more recently, writing and co-editing books that helped me to get a chance to work with others as well. So it's been a great ride so far.
And if I ask what's your why, do you remember the moment that you knew, okay, I'm going the rest of my life in this direction?
Wow. I think it was probably during the project that I worked on. We had again, the project was a federal grant. The goal was to set up an identification protocol, curriculum, a family model, and also a social emotional model for a group of students that came in from many different locations. And on Saturdays, when we had the summer program, we had 3 weeks summer program. But during the fall and the winter, we had a Saturday program. And on Saturdays, we invited the families in. We invited the mom, the dad, the grandpa, the grandma, the uncle, the aunt, the single parents in. and we invited them in to talk to them and listen to their stories. And I believe it was one of those Saturdays that the auditorium or the room was almost filled up with people, and they started sharing their stories that really, tore at my heartstrings. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have to do this forever because I want to hear from these people who they are. I want to hear why they believe their child is bright and why they believe their child deserves something more than they're receiving on a day-to-day basis. And I just it took off from there. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Davis. And
Mm-hmm.
you can, let's see here, you can find Dr. Davis here on Facebook at We Are Gifted to Educators and Community. And we'll put any other links above. And we are here at executivefunctionsummit.com. If you haven't registered, you register right here. It's free, and you can check out the speakers, and you can check out the All Access Pass here. And I'm really glad that Dr. Joy's here, and I'm so excited to do this again. So thank you, parents, for being here, and thanks,
Thank
Dr.
you
Joy.
so much. Okay, take care.